Hello and welcome to the Legendary Chiropractor Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Reuter, and this podcast is brought to you by thelegendarychiropractor.com, an interactive and immersive virtual platform for prospective chiropractic students, current chiropractic students, recent chiropractic school graduates, and even veteran doctors of chiropractic out in the field wanting just a little bit more from this profession. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode, and if you do, be sure to share with a friend, leave us a rate, leave us a review, and also be sure to subscribe to get more. Dr. Brad Glowacki runs one of the highest volume, highest profile, highest profitability practices in the world, and it's all run with vitalistic communication procedures. Those procedures from his office are then shared with other chiropractors at his various trainings as a part of Level Up mentoring. This information is created, developed, tested, and then packaged simplistically before being taught. With bruises and scars from making mistakes, Dr. Glow always delivers refined content that is battle-tested and simplified for use on Monday. To level up your life and practice, head over to levelupmentoring.rocks. That's levelupmentoring.rocks. Chiro HD, superior cloud-based practice management software. Chiro HD is a user-friendly, all-in-one EHR solution built with one mission: to help you run your practice like a boss. Learn more at chirohd.com. Total Clinic Solutions is your go-to source for purchasing both brand new and refurbished chiropractic equipment, as well as phone support for repairs and maintenance. Call Derek and allow him to combine your wishes and his 23 years of chiropractic equipment expertise to find what's best for you and your patients at 704-622-4089 or head to totalclinicsolutions.com now. Thank you for allowing this brief disruption to take place. And now back to the program. Hey, what is going on, beautiful people? How are we today? Tuning in live in the Legendary Chiropractor free group. Today we're talking all about marketing strategy. I'm going to see if the light's better over here. Let's see. So we're going to check that out. Oh, that's a little bit better. Maybe. There we go. We're talking all about marketing strategy today for chiropractors, especially recent graduates who just came out of school, are looking to open up your own practice, or you are marketing as an associate doc in order to take your patient influx to the next level, right? So if you're hopping on, thank you so much for being here. Tell me where you're coming in from. I'd love to wish you a happy Friday, happy weekend. I'm really excited about our conversation that we're going to have today. And in all reality, the biggest thing with just starting off as a chiropractic student or recent graduate and marketing is getting your name to be known. Getting your name to be known in whatever sector or perception you want to shape, because that's possible. That's a reality through social media, through technology, through the internet these days, right? So we're talking all about marketing, the biggest strategies that we have here at the Legendary Chiropractor in order to get this ball rolling for recent chiropractic school graduates. So we're talking about the big three, but first, as always, head to legendarychiro.com/go, legendarychiro.com/go. Click the link above this video and do not miss out on the number one fastest growing chiropractic community platform out there right now, and that is the Legendary Chiropractor. So we're doing everything we can to provide you the resources, the community, the camaraderie. I can't even think of more words that come with the platform, but you got to get on there, you got to get in there, and there are tons and tons of jobs for chiropractic students and recent graduates to look at, and there are tons and tons of opportunities for doctors of chiropractic looking for their next best associate chiropractor to post on our platform. So we're always upgrading, we're always doing new things, we're always trying to bring the ease into your life as a chiropractic student or a recent graduate. So I love you. I appreciate you. And here's what we're talking about today. Marketing. Marketing for the recent chiropractic school graduate. Marketing for the chiropractic student. But the whole conversation today is the big three in regards to marketing as a recent graduate. If you just left school, here are the top three things you need to do. Number one, you need to pre-market. Pre-marketing is a huge concept that a lot of people miss out on. And in regards to getting ahead of the game, this is a great step to do before you even graduate from chiropractic school. So this is a great strategy in regards to being 3 to 6 months out of graduation from chiropractic school. Pre-marketing is a huge benefit to you and your people and your future community, right? We always talk for legendary students out there. We always talk about having your Instagram page, your Facebook page up and ready to rock, right? Even if it's just as like, hey, Johnny Reuter, student intern at Life University, right? Whatever it is that wherever you're starting, that's what you need to do. So if you're a chiropractic student right now and you're watching this, your first try, first semester, first quarter, or somewhere below 8th quarter, you're going to want to start your Facebook page, your professional Facebook page, and your business Instagram account right now. You can start sharing nutrition advice. You can start sharing stretches and exercises. You can start sharing content around chiropractic and general health and wellness. This is going to pre-frame what I'm talking about with pre-marketing. So as soon as you do that, you'll start to get a following, invite friends, invite family, right? It's all based on organic traffic, meaning you're not paying anybody to like your page or follow your content or engage with you. But here's where the kicker comes in. When you get to about 8th quarter and beyond, or 6th try and beyond, or maybe it would be like more 7th try and beyond, that's when you start pre-marketing. Because at this point, you're about 6 to 9 months from graduating, and you should have a pretty good idea of where you're associating and or where you're opening up your own chiropractic practice. Right? So if you know those things, you can do this pre-marketing strategy in regards to developing your public perception in your community before even stepping foot in your community. If you know where you're going, if you know what you're going to be doing, right? This is the perfect opportunity for you to get your face known around your community. All you're doing is offering free content, right? You're offering free content. But what you can do is you can put a little bit of money, like $10 a day, behind an... Sked is the all-in-one system that allows for amazing control and flexibility of your scheduling. Yes, your next new hire. Every aspect of when and where you service your customers is at your command. Sked is tightly integrated with your existing EHR system. This software was made by a chiropractor specifically for chiropractic. No joke. Go check out their latest care plan feature by heading to go.sked.life/legendarypod. Easily share your passion for chiropractic and look good doing it with Above Down Apparel, offering a premium lineup of principled apparel that's impossibly soft, sustainably sourced, and chiropractic AF. Visit abovedown.co and follow them on Instagram to learn more and score yourself some sweet chiro swag. Every chiropractic clinic needs a compliance program. If you are not sure what that includes or why you need one, let Dr. Robin from RHDC Consulting help you build your chiropractic compliance. If you are ready to get started, head to robin-hale.mykajabi.com and let Dr. Robin guide you to the end result. Thank you for allowing this brief disruption to take place. And now back to the program. Or behind some sort of video that you did, some sort of content, and you can target your community where you're going in the future. So if you're running this $5 to $10 engagement campaign, we'll call it, to that community for 3 to 6 months prior to even entering the community, think about the public perception that will be there already for you when you go to actually launch a promotion or a deal or something to come into your office, some sort of video or advertisement to come into your office and join you on a chiropractic journey, right? So that's what pre-marketing is. Pre-marketing is all about pre-framing where you're going, what you're doing, and how you're doing it, right? We know all of these different things. You're a chiropractor, you are going to be living and opening up a practice or living and associating in this community. And here are the things that you can help with. Here are the things you're good at, right? And then all of a sudden they know you as that person. You've created your public perception, because as the quote and as the saying goes, if you don't tell people who you are and what you do, they will take care of that for you, right? And that most oftentimes is not what you want. You want to pre-frame your own reputation instead of somebody else smearing your name or saying something wrong about you or saying something bad about you or the business or whatever. That's the last thing you want. You have to tell people who you are and what you do and how you do it prior to them being able to define it for you, okay? So that's pre-marketing. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is community outreach, right? Now you're actually, we'll call it boots on the ground in the community. You are a recent graduate, you have an associateship, or you're opening your own practice. This is a huge component to marketing, right? We have the pre-market, meaning we've warmed up the audience. Now it's time to get out in your community. Join BNI groups, join Rotary groups, join business commerce groups, right? Join all of these different sectors. Maybe you have a young entrepreneurs group in your field or in your space, whatever. Join those groups. Join those types of groups that are going to get you networking and connecting with other people. Here is the biggest thing when it comes to community outreach. A lot of people think that community outreach has everything to do with them and you constantly pitching yourself and doing all of these different things to make yourself look good, right? But they're wrong, right? Community outreach is all about just being there, being present, being in the networks, talking to other people, asking them how you can be assistance to them and to their business. How can I best serve you? Because this is how you serve from an abundance of your heart, right? This is how you serve from abundance, is you give, expect nothing in return, and all of a sudden, it comes back to you tenfold. And I know it sounds cliche, it sounds cheesy, it sounds easy to say, hard to do, right? But it is so easy to be kind to one another. It is so easy to love one another. It is so easy to truly ask yourself, what can I do for this individual in front of me and their business to help them grow? Because here is the reality. Maybe it's a local coffee shop owner and you're having a conversation with them and you're saying, hey, if you're coming from the standpoint where most people come from, which is unfortunate, you're saying, hey, how can they help me get more business in my chiropractic office? And that's not right. The conversation should be, how can I help them get more customers in their business? Because if you can increase the customer relations between them and their new people coming in the door as a coffee shop owner, Dr. Johnny sent me. He said to check this place. I was the best in town. Right? What does that keep telling them? They hear it over and over and over and over again. They're like, oh my gosh, right? Like, this guy's actually caring about my business, who I am. He's promoting us when I didn't even ask for it. Or if I did ask for it, great. Now I'm actually, how do I want to say this? I am serving them. Does that make sense? I'm serving I'm serving them out of an abundance of my heart. Because I truly do. You have to truly care about them and their business and their coffee shop, if that's what you're going to do. Because you will see the return on that tenfold. Tenfold. Absolutely. So don't ever go into a BNI group. Don't ever go into a young entrepreneurs group. Don't ever go into a Rotary Club group and say, what can they do for me? The question has to be, what can I do for them? Then After that, it will come back to you tenfold. Give, 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 right? That is what you need to do. You don't have to take. Your give to take ratio should be about 90-10. Give to take ratio should be about 90-10. And Gary Vee talks a lot about this. Gary Vee says right hook, right. I think it's like right hook, right hook, or something like that. And then it's like, and then it's your knockout, right? It's your knockout. It's your sales pitch. It's your deal. And he said, and it's the 80-20 rule typically, but I'm suggesting your give and take ratio is 90-10. Your give and take ratio is 90-10. Your sales pitch to get people in the office can be 80-20. That's fine. But your give and take ratio and giving from abundance has to be a 90-10 ratio. Has to be. So that's community outreach tips for you. I hope that you can find some of those groups. Give out of the abundance of your heart. That's tip number 2 in marketing. Tip number 3, all about what we're doing right here, right now, social media. Dr. Stu Hoffman, founder and president of Chiropractic Malpractice Insurance, is the foremost expert in both risk management and risk avoidance. Understanding the everyday challenges of today's practicing chiropractor and the current public perception of chiropractic has made Chiropractic the fastest growing malpractice insurance program of the last 28 years. Find out more at chiropractic.com. Imaging Services' primary business is chiropractic solutions. With over 45 years in the industry of helping chiropractors, Michael Tokash offers free consultations on building your business. In the past year, Imaging Services has installed over 100 X-ray machines and digital X-ray systems in over 42 states across the United States. For more, head to theimagingservices.com. Thank you for allowing this brief disruption to take place. And now back to the program. And just loving on one another, driving traffic organically to a site, to your site, or to maybe a direct call to action to book an appointment, maybe get on a calendar, maybe call somebody, whatever your call to action is, that is what you need to be doing, okay? So your community outreach is great, your pre-marketing is great, but now you have to be and continue to be present on social media and on the internet and have a nice looking website, have a functional website. A lot of people don't think about the function of their website. They just it looks nice, it looks pretty. Make sure your website's functional. The biggest 3 things that you need to have on your website are your address, your phone number, and your email. They need to be at the very top of your page, and they need to be at the very bottom of your page. If you choose to put it anywhere in between there, that's great. But you also have to have a book now appointment link in there as well, right? Maybe it leads to a call to you or a text message to you or an email to you and your team, or it is actually a calendar, a true calendar where they can actually book an appointment, right? So those are the things you have to have in regards to internet, social. You have to have a Facebook. My biggest recommendation is, you don't have to listen to any of this, but my biggest piece of advice is you have to have a Facebook business and personal account. You have to have an Instagram business and personal account, and you have to use the business account strategically so that you can eventually start running ads to warm traffic and cold traffic, and you can see really, really solid results from that, okay? So those are my marketing tips for you: pre-market, community outreach, and social. You got to get big in all 3 of those categories if you are going to be marketing as a recent graduate. No matter if you're opening up your own practice or if you're going into an associateship and you need to drive new clients in the door, those are your best strategies going forward. If you want more of this content, please click that link above, join our platform, join our community, and make sure you're not missing out on any of these videos. You're making sure you're not missing out on any content that we deliver on. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. Or if you enjoyed this, you found value in it, drop that in the comments too. I love to hear from you guys, and I love to know that what I'm producing, the resources we're producing here at the Legendary Chiropractor are actually tangible, applicable, and working resources for you, right? They're relevant. There's such thing as irrelevant and relevance, right? We want to not only be relevant ourselves in the chiropractic profession, but we also want to give you the most relevant content and strategies moving forward as a recent graduate. And I'm taking you along my experience, my personal adventures. I won't give you advice on anything that I haven't done and or tried before. And I'll tell you exactly how it went, if it was successful, unsuccessful, etc. Right? I'm not here to be, I'm here to be as transparent as possible. I am not by any means here to tell you how to do something when I haven't done it myself. That would be unethical and immoral, in my opinion. So I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day today. Happy Friday, happy weekend. And after this video, I'm going to be hopping on another video to talk to you all about the business and how to find business strategies as a recent chiropractic school graduate. I love you guys. Peace out and have a great, great weekend. Bye, guys. Again, I'm your host, Johnny Reuter, and you're listening to the Legendary Chiropractor Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for engaging with us on all of our platforms, including, but not limited to, Facebook and Instagram, all at The Legendary Chiropractor. Be sure to check our home site out at thelegendarychiropractor.com, as we have much to offer for prospective chiropractic students, current chiropractic students, recent chiropractic school graduates, and even veteran doctors of chiropractic out in the field. And lastly, I'd like to thank not only you, our listener, but also our podcast sponsors. Without them, this show wouldn't be possible. So I encourage you to go check out their websites and what they have to offer in the show notes for this episode. Thanks again. Stay legendary, my friends.